Chief Legal Analyst Khalif Rhodes joins us right now. Khalif, we knew last week, Special Counsel Jack Smith, he's going to drop out and resign before the inauguration. Were we expecting this to happen this soon?
I was expecting them to make the announcement that they were going to dismiss the charges? No. What I was expecting is that they would wind it down, as they said. But they're playing chess and checkers all at the same time. So this is a strategic game where he's attempting to make sure that he does everything he can in his power to get his hands washed of this until the next administration takes place at some point, and maybe they can bring other charges. But right now, if you're reading between the lines, if I'm turning into your legalese interpreter, what I'm attempting to tell you is he's saying we got a case. We have a case that is strong. We're not dismissing this case because of the facts. We're not dismissing this case because on the merits. We're dismissing this case because now he is the president-elect, and at some point he will be the president. And because he will be the sitting president, we cannot prosecute him. My hands are tied. I want to continue to go forward, but I can't. That's what all those sentences said. 6 pages he took to say exactly what I just said.
Okay, the legalese here, make us smarter, Khalif, because one of the things that we heard is filed without prejudice, right? So what does that mean in terms of the ability to bring the case back? And then also something they talked about is the statute of limitations and whether or not that can be applied if somebody is sitting in the White House during that time.
100%. Great question. And so you're, first of all, with and without prejudice. If it's with prejudice, then now I'm stopped. I'm barred from bringing it back. Without prejudice means, you know what? You may have gotten away today, but I can always come and get you tomorrow. Now, the other portion, the statute of limitations, on most federal charges, and that's what these are, they're talking about a 5-year time frame where you can come back or get someone for a crime that you're alleging they've done. The issue with this is the time that the crime has occurred in the indictment filing period. Well, these have already been indicted, and so now does that clock start again? Is it from the time when you drop this indictment? This is a gray area. This is a really murky area. This is a place that we have really never been before. And so the answer is I don't know what happens in 4 to 5 years, but I would suggest if there's a new administration, if Jack Smith is still connected to that other administration, it would be likely that there will be some charges brought in the next 5 years.
What are we expecting as far as, DOJ, some of the legal things between now and Inauguration Day? Do we expect some more changes happening, not just Jack Smith stepping down, but some others in favor of Trump?
If you're following what the former president, the president-elect, and the soon-to-be president says, he says not just Jack Smith, but I will be removing anyone that had anything to do with this investigation. And so I think it will be a domino effect. Anyone that was on his team, anyone that has been in the weaponization of the Department of Justice, which the administration has said that they think is an issue. So going forward, I think there will be a complete overhaul, a complete gutting of the Department of Justice, specifically with these special counsel appointments. But this is not something new. Special counsel appointments have been made for the last, 20 to 30 years. Number of people have been convicted because they don't have the resources to handle these type of cases. So you go get a specialist, someone that this is all they do, and then they build their own team. So that model has worked when you're going after mafia, when you're going against cartel, when you're going against, these white collar crime folks that have taken billions from people. It's worked over the years. And so I think it's a tried and true method. I just think this next administration will attempt to gut that entire process.